Hey, this is this week's Book Talks. If you are somebody who likes Ender's Game and Ready Player One, this one is definitely for you. It's called Insignia. It's got 2 sequels so far. In the future, we are fighting World War III, but we aren't fighting it on Earth. We are fighting it in space, and we are using spacecraft that are drones that are being manipulated on Earth by highly skilled teens. Our main character is a boy named Thomas. He has gone from being somebody who's homeless, kind of a nobody, to somebody who has a very important role to play in this. Now he's living in Washington, D.C., in this tall spire that once used to be the Pentagon, and he's got lots of friends, and things are looking up for him. But there is a sacrifice that needs to be paid by all of these teens who volunteer to do this work, and that is definitely the case with Thomas. There's a very interesting twist that starts at the beginning of the story. Don't want to give it away, but if you're somebody who likes action, who likes futuristic stuff, this is really perfect for you. Also, in a similar vein, more virtual reality fiction, we have Armada. Our guy looks out of his classroom window one afternoon during a boring lecture and sees a spaceship from his favorite video game hovering just outside. So he initially thinks that he is going crazy and that the lines between reality and fiction are blurring for him. Come to find out, the aliens have declared war on us, and they did that quite a while ago, and we are waiting for them to come and invade us. And all of the video games that have been played from the 1980s forward are the military's attempt to get humankind ready to beat off this invasion. The odds are definitely not in our favor, but our boy is going to be part of the people who are going to be trying to save the planet. So you've got 2 virtual reality books that are really quite good this week. This is a fast read. I really liked it a lot. It's in honor of our awesome baseball team. I hope nothing like this ever happens to you. Luke Wallace is set to score the winning run for his team. Instead, he is hit underneath his helmet by a very wild pitch. It's called a beanball. This beanball destroys his vision, and it destroys his vision only in one eye, but that's enough to ruin his hopes to play college ball. This very quick read is told by 28 different narrators. You wouldn't expect that they could sneak all 28 of those in such a very small novel. Each one has a different perspective, and it's kind of enlightening to read all of their different viewpoints of what happened to Luke, and how everybody's going to try to overcome this. This is a little romance that I really like this week, and definitely reality. We've got 2 kids. Their names are Emily and Lucas. They are pretty different, except that they're both good people who saw one of their classmates being sexually assaulted underneath the bleachers at a football game and didn't come to her rescue. They are bystanders who could have been heroes at that moment, and they simply choked and did nothing. They are eventually found out, and the consequence of their inability to help a classmate is that they have to do community service together. They have nothing in common except for what they failed to do for someone else. This might just be enough to cement a bond of friendship and maybe a romance. This is a very interesting connection to the movie versions of Pride and Prejudice, and that makes it kind of a quirky little read. I liked it a lot. Now, 2 nonfiction reads. This one's called The Unthinkable. It's a little bit like the zombie apocalypse guide, only in reality. No one likes to talk or even plan to survive a disaster, but there are some clear psychological reasons why some people are more likely to survive catastrophic things than others. I hate to say it, but everybody in this high school is far more likely to survive than someone working in an office building, because everyone in this high school is very trained to get out of the building when an alarm sounds. That is something that works in our favor. There are many other things that make this book kind of an interesting read and highly readable. Finally, I'm really happy to say that we won a grant this year from the Washington State Library, and they have sent us a lot of great new science reality reads. This one is one of them. It's called Every Bone Tells a Story, and it follows the 4 major ancient human bone finds like Kennewick Man or Turkana Boy, and what the scientists have learned from studying them and the questions that are still out there about them. The most interesting part for me was when the author explained that there are many theories about what words we used when we first spoke, when humans first acquired language. Did we mimic the sounds that we heard around us? This is called the goo goo theory. Or did we start singing first? That's called the la la theory. There's also the ding dong theory. and a Bow Wow theory as well. This book is just really interesting. It's readable, lots of photos, and I would highly recommend it. Hey, thanks for listening. These books are on the tree table outside the library, and there are lots of other good reads in our library. Thanks. Back to you.